another set of questions here around Flash on mobile and how are we doing relative to getting it distributed and the ecosystem of developers building for it. So the first thing to know is that we actually exited 2010 ahead of our plans in terms of adoption of Flash on these devices, or installation of Flash on smartphones and installation of Air on smartphones. And we expect to exit 2011 with over 130 million smartphones and tablets supporting Flash in the browser, and over 200 million smartphones and tablets capable of running Air applications. So we're very excited about the momentum that we're starting to build. We have thousands of applications that have already been deployed to the Apple App Store and the Android Marketplace, and we're starting to see a lot of developer interest for the BlackBerry Playbook as well. So we expect to see that continue. One area of particular interest that we've seen from the community around Flash is really around building mobile applications. So these are applications that get distributed through the standard application stores for a particular device. We're very excited about the adoption and interest that people get, that we're seeing around Air applications in particular, but we're also doing a few things to expand on this. First, we're adding support in the months ahead for native code extensibility, so that developers will be able to mix cross-platform ActionScript code with native code, so that if there's an API that's not exposed to the developer, they can build that directly in native code and expose it through to ActionScript. Or if there's a performance gain that you really need because you need to get to the metal for a particular algorithm or some portion of computation, you can do that and expose that directly to your ActionScript application. So there's a lot of potential power there. We're also fully embracing native packaging for applications, so that when you're done with an application built with Flash Builder or Flash Pro or the Flex framework, what you end up with is an application that looks and feels and smells like a native application, deploys like a native application, and runs like one. So we're excited about the future there, and we're investing heavily for that. Another question here very specifically focused on Flash tooling and what we're doing to enable and make that a productive environment for building mobile applications, both in Flash Pro and in Flash Builder. So we're first starting with a mobile Flex framework. We're creating a framework that is really optimized to run well on smartphones and tablets, both in terms of the UI metaphors and in terms of performance. We're enabling design views in our tools to ensure that you get a sense of the different screen sizes and device profiles while you're actually building the user experience and the user interface. We're enabling device emulation through updates and enhancements to Device Central. We're adding asset sharing so that you can use the same assets across multiple projects targeting multiple devices. And we're enabling on-device debugging so that you can actually reach out to and run your code on a given device that you've tethered to your desktop and actually debug directly on the device. So really a strong set of productivity tools and enhancements for building high-performant code for those different devices. Of course, we're going to support Android, we're going to support BlackBerry Playbook, and we're going to support the iOS devices over the course of the release, and we're looking at adding even more different device profiles to the release as we move forward. And of course, as you build these applications, we package them up in the native file formats, so you can deploy them through whatever application store or marketplace you want.